Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and prepared for Valentine's is Hello Darkness issue 7. And I've got to say I was disappointed not to see that Garth's The War is in this issue. I'm not sure if that means it ended last issue, or whether the first section of that ended last issue. No idea. But disappointed because that was one of my favorite things. I'm also surprised that there isn't the Something Is Killing the Children dropped in here, that small little thing that's been going on in the background. Once again, maybe I missed the point that there was no more to it. So hey ho. So we have Love by Ethans Parker and Griffins Sheridan. Robert Hack does his usual comedy in the issue. Evermore by David Hassan. Words in the Smoke by Maria Loffett. Incision by Chris Gooch. And then we got The Booth by Anirudh J. And I'm apologize because I may have said those names wrong. And as always, the disclaimer that there may be rude things or violence or swear words in this. This is a horror book. So we have this, what looks like a gentleman who's putting a baby mask into his little thing, and we have these two ladies talking about how last year was an amazing Valentine's, etc. This fella goes into the bar. He has a list of things to get. Meanwhile, a group of campers are camping. You know where this is leading already, and there's the obnoxious jock, the loved up couple, and well, you see a little love arrow there. So yeah, pretty much gore galore. Yeah. And he drags him back to his place where he's chopping, cutting, and doing all sorts of crazy things. And he creates this beautiful masterpiece, Love. However, the young lady has moved on, but is clearly still into some sort of weird, kinky murder fetish, because she would like him to bring up the gift and she wants to display it in her home. So I'm going to read these because I actually like these. So, ladies, there's no need to fight over me. I'm garbage and not worthy of love. Yeah, typical. That just reminds me of 80s, 90s bars going out where they would go for the good-looking guy, and he's just, no offense to nice-looking guys, just nothing there. He tastes like country and fair goldfish. And then this one's my favorite. There wasn't a Valentine that summed up my feelings, so we got you this restraining order. That's the best one in my mind. So we have a brother-in-law and husband, and his sister's gone, and his wife's gone. Now, he's all blood up. He's come in there to speak to him. However, we have to jump back in the past to find out what's sort of happened. So there was an accident. His wife, Lindy, died. So basically, the brother-in-law very, very nicely gets him one of those apps, dating apps. Lucky I've never had to go on one of those, thankfully, because from what I hear from people that do go on them, these things are horrendous and they are not enjoyable. But that is, like, unfortunately, today's world, and perhaps it's become more of a commercial thing as well. So, sorry, going back to this. So all he's got to do is swipe, and then he meets this lady called Lee, who reminds him of, yes, that's right, his wife. So they match, they start talking, everything is going smoothly. And she says, let's meet. However, he gets scared. He blocks completely, and he starts trying some other dates. However, this Lee does not disappear. She keeps finding ways to message him via the app, via phone, via other means. She's getting in touch. So eventually he stops all sorts of dating. Oh, sorry, dating apps called Evermore, if I remember correctly. He stops also dating, and then eventually he meets somebody nicely. And what was her name? Cammy. He meets Cammy organically. She's a little bit different to what he was expecting, and then you can see the tracker. This creature uses the app to track down her prey, and then kills Mark's new girlfriend, Cammy. You can see the claws and the bloodshot eye. And Lenny's the brother-in-law, so I finally got round to names. Always forget in these short stories because they are short stories. And he shows the picture of her, and he's like, that looks nothing like my sister. You know, nothing more whatsoever. And however, something comes creeping in evermore. And this eye, I feel, is important for this whole story because in some ways there's apparently a couple of issues, or maybe I'm just reading too much into it. So the next door, Words in the Smoke. So we have this this lady who writes words and then burns them, so where the dead can no longer hear them, nor see, nor listen. And she is a writer. She's got a first book, and then she's being pressurized to write her second book, which sometimes too much pressure can be a bad thing. And the creative juices stop flowing because there's now pressure to create something rather than it becoming just naturally, I want to write this. So the snow comes, and then we get this creature, vampire by looks like, comes in there, and she surrenders to the creature. However, at dawn, the creature goes to go and leave, and the shadow just things there. She climbs over, and it is away, and it is not who she thinks it is or wants. It's like she's been mesmerized by this creature, and well, can only go one way, right? Yeah, it's all a trick, and she falls to her dead. Red roses on cold white, and in the blackness, two stars dance beyond the world forever. Next story is, well, this dude should have gone to the doctor because he has this. Now, quite weirdly, he is not seeing a normal surgeon or a professional surgeon because, well, this looks a bit creepy, doesn't it? And his wife is tightening the things, etc. So this sort of doctor thing is chiseling away, chopping away, cropping away, and then we get this massive piece where he's ripped open the ribs, and there is this spider creature in there that actually looks like the dude, very weirdly enough. Very weird. You can't see any organs around as well. You would expect a heart to be behind there, and he sort of pulls the spider out. He sort of sews him back up and says, well, you're welcome. Then his wife says, next time I tell you to see a doctor, you go see a damn doctor. And then, well, they kiss, and maybe they've been aliens all along. Here we go. The Booth is basically a detective spoof, and there are lots of missing girls, and this sort of yellow symbol is painted at any of them by what is believed to be the Yellow Queen. So the Bureau, and he's paranormal observation. He's like a detective, sort of like Mulder and Scully, I guess. And the Bureau finally decide to action this. So they start getting their own sort of routes to investigate this, what's been going on, etc. And on his investigation, he finally tracks down the lady in yellow. And he's clearly got some sort of listening device. However, he's got the Bureau on the other phone, and he wants to pursue her because he thinks they've been rumbled. She's talking about salmon, and she's talking about how they swim up water, and all you need is the proper bait. And he's been told to stay there, not to go, and then eventually he runs in there. And I think he believes he knows her. He believes he knows this woman. This is somebody who's missing to him, and that's why he's responding in such a way. So he gets there, and she's gone. She's not in the phone booth at all. And he says, Phyllis, because that's her name, is that you? and he's trying to reach whoever's on the other phone to speak to them to find out what the hell's going on. None of this makes sense at all, but clearly Phyllis, the persona, was just a bait behind you. And you know what I said, I mean, look, I'm probably clutching at straws, but you know, earlier we had a creature with an eye on the sort of stomach, etc. This is an eye in the mouth, and perhaps a common theme, or it could just be nothing. This is just a random creature, and well, he's about to get eaten, and that's it. It says end. I really do hope that we get some sort of continuing story in future issues, because that's one thing. I love these standalone stories, but I love, like, there's got to be a couple that are just ongoing, just giving us a little bit each week, or each month, sorry. That I do enjoy quite a bit. So we're hopefully back with more Hello Darkness next issue. I do hope that it continues, because I do still enjoy this. I think at the moment there's at least up to issue 9, so it's still a continued series. So other than that, I hope you like my video. If you do, please do support my channel by subscribing. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. Thank you everybody that subscribed. Make sure you look after yourself, embrace geekiness, and well, love all you can. Goodbye.